Welcome to Youth Today TV channel program. This program is like to expose the behind scenes of the youth and the event in the event organizing industry. So today we would like to have a very honorable to welcome our special guest Muhammed Taufiq, who have been in the event industry for quite a long time and have very experience in this industry. So let's welcome Muhammed Taufiq. Yeah. Yeah, Taufiq. Yeah. Okay, so nice to meet you. So, okay, basically, could you tell us and share us more about yourself, introduce about yourself, and of course, also, how have you been in this industry, and why would you want to come to this industry?
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. My name is Taufiq. I currently represent People Systems Consultancy. We are a training and consultancy firm, and we focus on nation building. Okay, so my personal experience in the events line goes back to, I would say, roughly around 8 years. Okay, generally, officially in this company, it's only very brief. Okay, why I choose this industry is because I feel that I am more of a people kind of person. I enjoy interacting with people, socializing with them, and also getting engaged with the mind processes. So this for me is actually very, very interesting, and it's something I intend to do for a very long time. Alright, in regards to my program, we recently just finished the recruitment and training part for NEEP. It's called New Employee Excellence Program. Okay, the objective of the program would be to basically increase the employability of graduates who we've already narrowed down their criteria, and also to basically give them a job, an opportunity to get a job. Alright, our program actually focuses on 4 core values, which is the mindset shift. You know, generally when graduates finish school and then they are trying to look for a job, most of them don't have the proper mindset and attitude. Yes, so that is usually, we would say, the key factor to failing generally anything. If your mindset is not in the right position or place, then you wouldn't be able to achieve it. Second would be soft skills. Most of us, let me paint a picture for you, right? Ever since this is the story of your life, right? When you grow up, some start as early as 4 years old, and then after you go to preschool, then your basic reading, writing, counting, and then after you move to standard 1, 7 years old until 12, primary, and then you go into secondary, and then you go into like the foundation or diploma, and then the degree. That's roughly more or less 20 years of education, and you come out without a job.
Yeah.
What went wrong?
That's true.
What went wrong in 22 years of your life? Okay? So that's where we come in. Okay? We equip you with the proper mindset, the proper soft skills, and also we help you to win your interviews, and as well as we groom you to make yourself more presentable.
Could you elaborate more about an event, right? Because usually the organizing event, they got a timeline. So could you help us elaborate and share some of your experience to the youth? How you're going to determine the timelines and the projections of the event? Can you share with us your experience?
Okay. Generally, the experience is, the timeline can range between a few hours to a few years, depending on the event. Okay. Based on my event, it was a few months. Okay. Since November last year. Okay. November was when they started kicking off the project. We had in total 28 batches who participated. In total of 369 participants were in sequences. How long did it take to project that? It only took a few months, but you have to keep in mind that the first thing that you have to do is you have to plan very carefully. You have to know what to do. What is it you're going to carry out? If you're not even too sure about the cause and what kind of objectives you're trying to hit, then I tell you, think about it thoroughly before you start your program, and then have a mission. In this mission, for every beginning that you start, you have to have an end. Okay? Don't just have it like ongoing and it never ends. Then you would not be able to pick up or secure the event carefully. Okay. And the next thing you need to do is also, once you already know what to do, once you've already got a mission, have a team. Compile your team. Find the best people who would be able to carry out your project with ours. We had a project team coming from people who are good with recruitment, people who are good with training, people who are good with groundwork, have quite a wide network of connections. That's how you actually get the event started. Once you have your team, then you check your resources, if you have the budget for it. Okay, because all this, if you don't take note of it in the very beginning, your planning, your team, your budget,
execution part,
it's going to be very bad, I tell you. Okay.
I believe that.
And then once you know how much your budget you have, then you set the time and the venue. Okay, because only after then you can be able, okay, would I want a very lavish venue, or would I just want something very simple, very easy? It depends on the client as well. So that's how you gauge, alright? Second thing to do is, after you've already done with the planning process, you go into the organizing process. Okay, this is where you begin delegating all the tasks and the duties of who will be doing what. One person cannot be doing everything, because let's just say for example, there are 10 different people you have to meet, okay, and you've got 5 people in the team. Okay, you can simply divide the task into two per person. Yes, exactly. And instead of you just going to see all 10 people, it's going to be a waste of time. So you have to be very effective with your manpower that you have. Okay, next, after you've already organized, delegate, you also have to be able to project what are the possibilities that could happen before, during, and after the event. This will all go into the planning and organizing stage. And then also, after the day before, a very important reminder for those who are running events, as much as it seems very impossible, try your best to get enough rest, because you may be awake during the event, but sometimes you may not be aware. Your alertness level may not be there. So get enough rest, be prepared. Last minute work, although it seems inevitable, but try to avoid it, because proper planning can actually make your event a success.
One last question is about this is how events can promote personal development and growth. How do you think personal growth is related to the event?
Okay. There are two perspectives that we can view this, either in the person who is organizing the event or the person who participates in the event. Okay. Either way, it does promote growth and development. For example, the organizers, they will have to really graze out their mind, really squeeze their brains in the planning process to ensuring that everything goes well. Okay? For those people who lack an experience, it may be something very new to them. For example, they've never knew that they've got to go through some licensing or some, for example, some legal issues where in order for them to hold an event that requires them to blast the music really loud, they require a consent letter. Or when you know that even if you want to have a gathering, you need to report to the police, for example. It's a long-winded processes, and for those people who assume that events are just like just calling up your friends and going and having a meeting, it's not that simple. So when a person actually indulges in this and does their research, they will actually grow not only in the management skills but also in their maturity. Being able to deal with different sets of people at the same time, dealing with time management, that's the most important thing. They know how to really sort their time out. They want to meet these people here, these people there, very limited, with limited resources as well. You've got to control your budget. So when a person actually, in the organizer's point of view, when they actually organize events, they themselves become more organized. They will be more timely. They will know how to control their budget. They will know, okay, is this necessary? Do I really need this? Do I really need that? You know, all this kind, and they might become leaders themselves. They probably never ever arranged or set up a team. So when, in the organizer's point of view, this would assist them. In the participant's point of view, when you go to an event, most of the times, because you are there for either commonality or you want to learn something new, you want to pick up new things. Basically, you want to learn. That's why you're going to the event. You need to absorb some form of knowledge. Okay? So when you go, it may be something that you already know, but you want to reinforce. So that's how your personal development grows. Okay? And also, if you may not know anything about it, it's something new, and this will be very, very beneficial for you. It may not be now, but somewhere down the line, because you attended that event, you may not know. Let's say you attend a self-defense skill event, okay? Or you attend this, like my event, the NEEP project. Some people do not even know that they should be preparing or researching in the company before they actually attend it. Some just go immediately on the spot, they get shut down because questions like, so what do you know about our company? I know nothing. you've already cut your opportunities there. So we prepare them, and these events, how it affects personal development growth in a nutshell. It actually prepares you to project things earlier, and also it gives you the self-development improvement of knowledge.
Right. So thanks for the sharing. So because after this sharing, our program is going to come to the end. So before we end this program, I would like to appreciate for the coming again. So before we end this channel, do you got any advice for the youth or event organizer to ongoing and organizing the event in the future? Any advice to share with them?
Just a word of advice: whenever you are running or organizing an event, you have to be sincere with it, because for as long as you keep your heart at where your event is and your mind is focused to it, the event will be carried out well. Don't get sidetracked by all these other additional things. Have a focus, follow through with it, and you'll be motivated to end and complete your event with a success.